Listen, this is for all the African men who think that the only way that they can rate a good woman is by how much they punish her, they maltreat her, they humiliate her, abuse her, debase her. Oh, you need to change that mindset. The only time a common African man can rate you a good woman is when he cheats on you and you stay. It's when you suffer with him and you stay. It's when he abuses you and you stay. When his family maltreats you and you stay. The way they rate you is the amount of abuse that you collect as a woman. That is what rates you a good woman. When they are reading your portfolio, they have to tell the world how much you suffered for them, how much they abused you, how many women they slept with, how many women they impregnated, how they gave you STD and you stayed. You are not a good woman. You're a foolish woman. Women, you need to stay woke and stop letting this men abuse you, debase you, and deceive you. Society have been messing with a lot of you, making you look as if suffering is part of love. That's a lie. Especially when the suffering is intentional, because most of the suffering that these men want you to take is an intentional act that they bestow upon you. They intentionally abuse you, they intentionally cheat on you, not once, not twice. Emotionally, verbally, you are there just because you want to answer a good woman. You do not get the best out of your man. All you do every day is sit down and crack bone. All you do every day is sit down and mold a man. You sit down and teach a man. You sit down and take care of a man. You want to be a good woman. Let me tell you something. When you are done molding, when you are done taking care of, when you are done misusing your life opportunity as a woman, they will go back to that woman who cannot do anything for them. Listen to me, young woman. You are not a rehab. You are not a relationship therapist. You are not a mental expert. It is not your job to mold a broken man. You are not a doctor. You better get your life together and stop letting a man abuse you, debase you in the name of love. You want to be a good woman. That is not what it takes to be a good woman. You are a foolish woman. If you want to rate yourself as a good woman, here is what to look out for. You must be creative, innovative. You must be a good companion. You must be able to sit beside your man and have productive conversation. You should be his helper. He should come back home to you and want to share his word and his experience with you. That is what it takes to be a good woman. How much can you communicate? How much can you contribute? When a man asks you what you have to bring to the table, it simply means, what have you learned in your singlehood? What are you bringing from your father's house? All the period you went to school, you met people, what did you learn? That is what it takes to be a good woman. A good woman is supposed to be measured by her brains, by her creation, by her innovation, not by how much you maltreat her and abuse her. That's not being a good woman. A lot of African men are just looking for women that they can use and abuse. So you need to stay woke. Because after they finish using you and abusing you, they will not still do better. They will still leave you for the next woman. They will still impregnate other women, make them their baby mamas, have different type of side chicks while you are there and you are suffering. The reason why I'm focusing on African men is because in this society where we call Africa, there are no laws to protect women. Men have the upper hand. So women, you have to protect yourself. And the only way you can protect yourself is by being aware. A lot of you are so ignorant. It is awareness that they call she too open eye, she too tear eye, this one too tear. They are looking for a timid, naive, ignorant woman that they can intimidate, use, and dump. That's the reason why they run away from women who are independent, women who are intelligent. Is because they know that we know our left to our right. But if you still want to stay married or stay in a relationship and be abused, be tortured, be used, then stop complaining. If you want to stay there, learn to shut up your mouth and stay in the relationship and stop disturbing us, because it is your complaint that makes us always talk about this. It is your constant complaint and bitterness and murmuring, because you come to us 24 hours privately and you cry and you mourn and you weep and you wail. That is what makes us pick on this topic and always want to talk about it. If you decide to want to take that decision, to be abused by a man, to be insulted by a man, to be devalued by a man, stay there silently and shut up and stop disturbing us. That's all we appeal. But if you're that woman who wants to pick up the mantle, being a good woman, you don't need to be abused. All you need is to be creative. I love you guys.